Take the time, appreciate it. Could you tell us a little bit about the ad campaign that you guys are going to be launching this week to get the property tax cap in people's minds?
Absolutely. The government did the right thing. The Governor Cuomo and the legislature, when they passed a very austere but very responsible budget. But that only dealt with half the problem that's affecting homeowners and the public in New York State. And the other half is the property tax. We have the highest property taxes in the nation. And it's creating problems with the housing market, and it's obviously creating problems with the entire economy. So we believe that the next logical step for the government is to pass a property tax cap. The issue has never been that we've been taxed too little. The problem is that we're spending too much. And the tax cap is the logical step to keep spending down to a reasonable amount. Remember, it's not a tax cut. It's only a restraint on spending, which is really an eminently fair way to deal with the problem where local governments and school districts haven't been willing to do it on their own.
Now, there's talk about a 2% cap that already passed the Senate. The Assembly hasn't passed it yet. Is there a concern that the threshold on the cap could be raised to 3 or 4%, or there could be exemptions? Would you guys be opposed to certain exemptions or a raising of the cap?
I'd say right now we are opposed to any change to the program that's already been passed. We believe it's responsible and it sets a hard cap. The idea of raising it further, I think, lessens the impact of what needs to be done. And we're not creating
is that watering it down?
We think so. And it's not like a number was pulled out of a hat. This number exists in other states. Massachusetts, for example, has a 2% cap. So we know that it is a reasonable number to put out there. So we would support it as it is.
What about the concern that this would hurt school districts, local governments that have had their budgets cut in the last year?
I think those are reasonable concerns, but you have to start somewhere. So we need to cut the spending, force them, if you will, into making different choices. I think mandate relief is a very important part of this whole process. So the tax cap, when the tax cap passes, I think the next logical step there is to provide mandate relief both to localities and to the schools.
So in your mind, can you have a cap without mandate relief?
I think you can, but I think it's unfortunate. I think it would be better to have it with it, but I think a tax cap alone can't stand alone.
And the ad campaign, is that going to be targeting specific lawmakers, or how will that be realized?
It's playing across the state. What we want to do is express our support, first of all, as realtors for the tax cap, and give the public an avenue to be able to express their support for it as well. So through our taxcapny.com. I'm sorry, taxcapny.com website, we're giving the public a venue for which to express their support for the tax cap to the lawmakers.
Are you concerned that some New York City lawmakers wouldn't be interested in even taking this up, or much less be concerned about any pressure an ad campaign would produce?
I think the responsible thing to do is to create the tax cap no matter where you are from. So I'm hopeful that they would see the benefits of it, even if it may not affect their districts directly.